Where's my... Nope, I need to... Alright. Alright. And we're back. Welcome everybody to the Tuesday Takeover. And today, not only is it Helldivers Tuesday, it is Destiny Tuesday, my favorite day of the week, because we get to play through one of my favorite current games that I'm playing, still going through with, Destiny 2. So, for those of you that don't know anything about Destiny, know anything about the lore, or anything of the story, well, this is for you. If there's anyone who's wondering about the gameplay, what it plays like, what it looks like aesthetically, this is for you. If you're a veteran player coming back to the game, and whether you want to see if it's still right for you, if it's where you want it to be, this is for you. But this is from the eyes of someone who's played this non-stop. And I'll always be talking about what I like about the game. So that's going to be a little bit of my bias, I guess, going into this. But also, you get to enjoy the story with me, right here, on YouTube and on Twitch. My name is Shadow. Some call me Shadow Wolf. Some call me Captain. I am the bus driver to the story of these video games that we play. I am just, you know, your time-traveling mercenary journalist. And so for those of you who missed the story last time, I'm going to pick it up on my Titan so that we can just kind of see what it is, and that way I can collect all the cosmetics on him, because the season does end in 20 days. I do want to collect all the stuff that is in my season pass, because that is very front-loaded. So, yeah, if you missed the story on drop, you're welcome to sit back and relax. If you've already seen through the story, tell me your thoughts about the campaign. What did you think of it? What did you like about the Edge of Fate? What were your favorite story beats? But do it without telling a spoiler. Yeah. And as per always, Shadow Gaming is rated M for mature and intended for such audiences. Possible contents include mature and just as themes, offending violence, topics and disorders in the nature of things and language. All tracks during live streams are unscripted, and your discretion is advised. Thank you. And so, welcome to Destiny 2, The Edge of Fate. Over now is the struggles of the battles of the Guardians of Light and Dark, in which we have mastered the powers of Solar, Arc, Void, Stasis, and Strand. So far as we know, we control the powers of the darkness of Deep Sight, diving into the memories of those behind, of those that came before. But now we engage in a new mystery, a new timeline, a new story. One of new beginnings, one of mystery, and one of peace. Of what's to come after the calm passing of the storm, with only a bigger storm waiting. So yes, with the story of Destiny, it is a vast science fantasy. I enjoy it for a lot of that aspect. You'll notice, like, I named, like, my Titan, I like to give him a lot more of, like, the knightly design. My Warlock is, like, supposed to be, like, the magical one, right? And then my Hunter is my stand-in. That is me in the game, you know? Like, that is me as the adventurer. And in this case, the archetype is the red gunslinger trope. But I've been diversifying my loadouts lately. I've been changing my looks. I've been just kind of working with a lot of the new equipment, the new gear. Oh yeah, that's right, I was doing Solstice too. Yeah, look at that. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Let me get a screenshot of this. Screenshot of this. Oh yes, screenshot of this. So yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna jump on my Titan, give you all the cutscene, collect the stuff, jump back to my Warlock.
What follows light and shadow is silence. That silence breaks. I am summoning you as a new age begins. I see sapient life turn to each other. They remember how to look to the stars. They remember curiosity. They remember how to thrive. But forgot we were here long before the Traveler. They forgot that they need us. But they are fated to remember. I will remind them. I'm sure you will. But not through me. Find someone else. My will is my own.
I think it's safe to say this is what's disrupting our beacons. I've seen primitive trains like this in old ruins. Never liked the look of them. These readings have a bearing. Gravimetric distortions leading out past orbit. Like footprints. Like a trail we're meant to follow. Guardian, I'm sending coordinates your way. It appears we have an invitation.
So that's the mystery we're going to be diving into today in Destiny 2. So for now, we're just going to take a look at my Titan, see how he's set up, what my current armor looks like, what my current stats look like on my Titan. A lot of this is going to change as the days go by, because I'm going to start cleaning my gear out, because like that, yeah. So last chance for Solstice items. Solstice items are available on the front page. Beautiful. I don't need that anymore. I don't need that anymore. I don't need this anymore. I don't need those anymore. Yep. I can start scrapping a lot of these armors. As good as they were at one point, as fun as I looked in them, it's time to start, like, I'm gonna start armor collecting on all my characters now. So now I can actually, like, fully gear them up with the current equipment and run all endgame content with y'all. Yep. Cool. And with that, I could start clearing out my vault a little bit. Let's see. Arc melee kills. Let's see. You know what? Let's do that. This. This. Why not? Shotguns are relevant this episode. Why not? Syntheseps? Sure. We can go with it. Yeah, if I'm gonna be running Bushido gear, yeah, why not? Chest plate. I don't have as many chest plates as I thought I did. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I'm set. My Titan has a lot of work done and ready for him. So I will make sure he's ready as well for when we go through his story. Yeah. Alright, that should be everything on here. Yep. Helmet. Chest. Mark. Boots. And arms. Cool. And just for everybody, for what you're missing out in the solstice stuff. The hunter gear, I did not collect all the warlock gear, sadly. But that's okay. Oh. It's on the front page of the Eververse, they said. There it is. The Grill Master set. That's cute. That's adorable. That's a nice helmet. There you go. Cool. All the market items is something for another day. Oh, actually, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. This is actually really cute. I could do something with that one. Hold on a minute. Let me see. I need to delete a ship. I don't need that one either. Okay. You know what? I will buy this one. I have enough bright dust to spare, because I'm saving it all for the seasonal stuff. For like the Halloween stuff and but I'll take some swords. Cool. Ice cream, ice cream. Cute. The Grill Master shell. That's so cute. Ghost finally has arms. And titanium tyrant. Oh, that's cool. It's a shark face. Or dragon face? Nice. Alright. I'm BSing too much now. It's time. It's time. It's time for the actual story stuff now. I know some of you are thinking, why not just do it? Why not just jump in on your Titan? Because when it comes to it, I like the Warlock to be the one to really just like capture the story. So let's see. Edge of Fate. Let me see how this armor is saved, if this is saved anywhere. Okay, cool, it is. As much as I want to run the Fellwinter armor set that I'm currently running, that is really nice though, I do gotta say. I would like to run There we go. As long as I have the primary weapons, from there on in, figure it out. Without further ado, Destiny 2, The Edge of Fate.
Guardian, welcome to Kepler, as the Vanguard Archive calls it. The gravimetric distortions we tracked from the EDZ are tangled in an excess of dark matter. In our records, this planetoid was confirmed to be unoccupied and inert. But these readings indicate a singularity. Something's keeping this planetoid stable and our matter intact, but... Guardian, there's a black hole here on Kepler. This is dangerous. If at any point this singularity destabilizes, it could swallow us and take the entire Sol system with it. We need to find whoever sent our invitation. They need our help.
So welcome to Kepler. Newest playground in Destiny. I welcome you as an agent of the Nine. And together, we shall unlock and see the mysteries of what waits for us within.
Guardian, I can see you've got Elixni hostiles incoming. I'm picking up what I think is a distress signal. I've been able to isolate a radio signal through the telemetry. It had some primitive decryption on it. Should only take me a moment. Watch your head. I've never seen Elixni move like this. Mind their vertical, Guardian.
Mayday, mayday. Lodi transmitting. Strange matter detected. Singularity opening near local HI and NHI population.
I can't tell when this mayday was sent. Whoever made it understands the danger this place is in. But this signal's too weak to have reached us on Earth. This isn't our invitation.
Ikora, it looks like we've got a blockade up ahead.
singularity, a distress call, and now another ancient train. But how do they all connect? More importantly, how can we help? The status of the singularity will worsen with time. We can't do anything about that right this moment. But discovering a locking mechanism this complex and a radio transmission that sounds human means we could be on the precipice of encountering another pocket of civilization. By my triage, the most effective thing we can do right now is find the source of the distress signal. The trail we're following leads past the train, then scatters. We'll need to get through to find who called for help. The mechanism here appears to be missing some pieces. I've tracked materials nearby that closely match the frequency of the device. Find them, Guardian.
Lodi transmitting. Status moonsick. Adrift. Odysseus protocol active.
Odysseus Protocol. We've heard that before. Wait, there's a backlog. Keep moving, Guardian. I'm going to see if these transmissions can give us any more information. Dark matter spike in your vicinity. Could be one of the gravimetric distortions Drifter was talking about. Guardian, you all right? Your vitals stabilized. Oh, must be a fluke.
Well, this sure is new. All your vitals appear to be in order, but your molecules are moving unbelievably fast.
Guardian, this energy pattern is distinct from your expected paracausal signature. It matches the dark matter readings from when we landed. It appears you've managed to somehow fuse with dark matter. Why send a train to invite us to a black hole? It seems whoever sent our invitation values consistency and catastrophic interference.
About that. I got info, but you're not gonna like it.
Try me.
The gravimetric distortions, the dark matter, the weird train. An invitation? There's only one group of jokers I know who get up to those kinds of theatrics. The Nine.
Well, that certainly is a theory. Although I would expect to have already heard from the emissary if that was the case. I'm going to rerun the telemetry to see if I can find another radio transmission. Get us some answers.
Achieved precarious stabilization, but still request evacuation due to hostile NHI. If we can't close the singularity, we're pulling everyone in with us. Anyone? You out there?
Odd. The timestamp on this transmission doesn't make sense. It comes after the Mayday, but the timestamp says it was recorded many months before. Either someone is intentionally trying to scramble these transmissions, or the singularity is causing more problems than we thought.
Kill from the grave. Oh. Yep. It's gonna be a lot of that. Oh yeah. I got my work cut out for me on this one. Let's do it.
It's the same Eliksni combatants from earlier. They are persistent. Stay vigilant and don't let them come back again.
I thought I recognized those symbols. This is the House of Exile. last time we encountered these Elixni was on Luna. They're called the Exiles because each of them were exiled from their original house. That's the last of them, and we've got what we need. Let's head back to the train and see if we can't get past that blockade.
No more transmissions on the backlog, and the timestamps are all off. Keep heading for the train. Maybe we can triangulate a location.
Okay, hold on a second. It's telling me one thing. I think I'm doing another. It's telling me this way. Maybe I can circle back around? Hold on. This is the way that opened up, though. Where am I even? Oh wait, this is the way I just came from, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Hold on a minute. The true difficulty of this game. Figuring out your mapping. So we did need to backtrack. We have this. We don't have that. Something's not right here. Hold on a minute. Did I bug it out? Let me run through again where I just was, because I think I missed something. Is it this way? It's this way. Okay. There we go.
Suppose you're right, Drifter, and we are dealing with the Nine. You have the most experience with them. What did you observe in your interactions?
Rumor has it the Nine are extra-dimensional. Caught in the gravity of Sol's heaviest hitters. You know, planets, moons, stuff like that. There are aliens, and there are aliens. And these guys are aliens. They don't live in this dimension, which means they can mess with you.
The Nine can scheme all they like, but until they affect the real world, let's not give them more power than they actually possess.
You trespass the domain of the once Exile, chosen of the Giver. I am Archon Prime, sovereign of this orbit, speaker of the voice invisible.
No more transmissions on the backlog, and the timestamps are all off. Keep heading for the train. Maybe we can triangulate a location.
chosen of the Giver. I am Archon Prime, sovereign of this orbit, speaker of the voice invisible.
No more transmissions on the backlog, and the timestamps are all off. Keep heading for the train. Maybe we can triangulate a location.
Trespass the domain of the once Exire, chosen of the Giver. I am Archon Prime, sovereign of this orbit, speaker of the voice invisible.
Interesting. That Elixir wasn't an Archon. I wonder what that was all about.
In the wake of destruction, one exile falls, and 3 more rise.
Hold on. That same voice, this Archon's voice, is coming from another Elixir. I'm not sure what's going on.
Exiles! I prophesied the deathless arrival. Creatures cradled and kissed.
No more transmissions on the backlog, and the timestamps are all off. Keep heading for the train. Maybe we can triangulate a location.
Okay. Yep. Nope. Now it's... Yep. Alright. Yep. We got this.
You trespass the domain of the once Exire, chosen of the Giver. I am Archon Prime, sovereign of this orbit, speaker of the voice invisible.
I will be your reckoning. Come on. 13 seconds. 10. 7. 5. Nice.
Interesting. That Elixir wasn't an Archon. I wonder what that was all about.
In the wake of destruction, one exile falls, and 3 more rise.
Hold on. That same voice, this Archon's voice, is coming from another Elixir. I'm not sure what's going on.
Exiles! I prophesied the deathless arrival. Creatures cradled and kissed by the infinite curse of the great machine.
Deathless? That sounds like you, Guardian, but, derogatorily.
The grand design bids us destroy them. Bring death to the deathless. Fulfill the destiny of the House of Exile.
Hold on, we're finding a timeline.
No more transmissions on the backlog, and the timestamps are all off. Keep heading for the train. Maybe we can triangulate a location.
You trespass the domain of the once exile, chosen of the giver. I am Archon Prime, sovereign of this orbit, speaker of the voice invisible.
Interesting. That Elixir wasn't an Archon. I wonder what that was all about.
In the wake of destruction, one exile falls, and three more rise.
Hold on. That same voice, this Archon's voice, is coming from another Elixir. I'm not sure what's going on.
Exiles! I prophesied the deathless arrival. Creatures cradled and kissed by the infinite curse of the great machine.
Deathless? That sounds like you, Guardian, but, derogatorily.
Design bids us destroy them. Bring death to the deathless. Fulfill the destiny of the House of Exile. Strengthen the singularity and ascend!
That voice is coming from another Elixir. I still don't understand how that voice jumped from one exile to another. The witness could possess, but that required a civilization's worth of darkness. Could something have drawn them here? Maybe the high concentration of dark matter is boosting this Archon connection to darkness.
Darkness is about connection of memory, but it doesn't work like that. And dark matter, in spite of the name, has nothing to do with darkness.
So this is something else entirely. Huh. One of the Archon's lackeys dropped something.
Ophiuchus's energy readings are spiking. This is a container of dark matter, the same connected to the singularity. Don't let that go.
Hold it.
Who do you work for, and what's your business here?
Telemetry originates at this location, but the signal is weak.
What are you doing here?
We're Guardians, from Earth's vanguard. Circumstances suggest we were invited, but we don't know who sent the invitation.
Earth?
Have you been here a while?
I have journal entries tallying 4 weeks, but my 5 o'clock shadow says a day. Something's wrong with time. It's my job to investigate. You picked up something that's special to the people here. Use it. I'll see you on the other side. We can talk there. You can, tell me all about Earth.
That's the man who sent the distress signal. But he didn't seem in distress.
Something's wrong with time.
I'm curious as to how our contact intends to fix it. But his observations seem to be correct.
And we just got here. There's probably a whole mess of time nonsense just around the corner.
Agreed. This train's temporal presence is concerning.
That's the least of our worries. The real head-scratcher is our new friend seeing the people here.
Ikora did say she suspected sentient life.
Alright, before we continue, I need to end the recording there, because that's a 52-minute recording. I'd say that's a solid, like, first entry into the Edge of Fate, as, like, a what to expect going into the story and, like, where we're going at from here. So yes, I think it's fine. I think it's nice that I recorded that one as my Warlock, because it's the mystery detective type. Because the three of us are, like, all robed, like, detectives. The Warlocks look fantastic teaming up this time around. So yes. Look at that. The Inquisitor of the Nine. So with this one, my character, I named her Princess Lunara. And so her story has been that she is one of the Vanguard Inquisitors, in the same vein that we had during Season of the Drifter. So, I am the Vanguard, kind of thing. In the same level of Ikora's Hidden. So yeah. It's a little fun attribute to that. But we'll keep going. We're going to keep the story going. I just need to end this recording that I keep delaying because it's almost 55 minutes long, but that's okay. Take a quick break, everybody. Grab some water, grab some snacks. I'm going to run a 1-minute commercial on the Twitch side so I can catch my breath between what we just did to now. Because that was a lot of focus. What do you think? Should I record more of it and actually upload them as Let's Plays, or should I just kind of like leave them as just like a one-off welcome to the story? If you want to watch it, the live stream is still there. It's still uploaded. How would you like to see that piecemeal? I guess. But I think I can start recording episode 2 now. Yeah, all the loot is still there. I'll worry about it later. Cool. I think I should be fine to go. That feels like 60 seconds. Alright. Let's do it. We're back with Destiny 2, The Edge of Fate. We've made our way out into the Kepler system. We've fought some Elixni from the House of Exile. And we've met a new face. Let's see where the adventure takes us from here. For now, we must make our way to a bastion of safety.
Sorry for all that earlier. My name's Lodi. My introductions aren't usually that rude. Come on, let me show you around. Your companion gave me a debrief about your mission before she insisted on meeting the scientists here.
Scientists?
Oh yeah, the Ionians are brilliant. They've been great hosts since I showed up here a few weeks back.
Objects from a different time were sent to us, like we were called or invited. Did you get one too?
Of sorts. I got a call of my own. I hope your ride was smoother than mine. Are you headed back to Earth after?
Are you asking for a ride?
Just conversation. Appreciate the offer. I'm staying with the locals for a while. Time distortions all over this place. The Elixni make it hard to traverse further out. Fascinating, aren't they? You know, the language structure is similar to Finnish. Keep an eye out for the House of Exiles. They didn't like me getting close with my recorder. If you're here to sort out the time anomaly, it sounds like we're on the same side. I'll help you look into your calling card. You help the locals with some of the weightier tasks. You seem like you can handle yourself. First in a few words, I can appreciate that.
So there you have it. So that is going to be our job for Edge of Fate for now. In a way, I feel like it's he's like our Milo Thatch and we're the runners kind of thing.
These Ionians were able to temporarily stabilize the singularity. They prevented their planet from splitting until someone could help. I'm as surprised as you they've eluded us for so long, but this place is shrouded in dark matter. It could have cloaked the presence of sentient life from the outside. Ghost, did you find the source of the distress signal?
We've made contact with Lodi here in the settlement. He's offered to help us look into our invitation if we help the people here. He seems trustworthy, but his presence here feels very convenient.
Yeah, by the look of him, I'd say he's as out of place as we are.
The language interface is indecipherable, but the altar appears to be unpowered. It cannot process a stringlet capsule integration. Ghost is chasing power transfers around the altar site. The source appears to be dark matter conduits, most likely kept away from the Ionian zone security zone for safety. Ghosts believe it's possible to restore power. Ah, yes. Okay. Cool. And so this is the part where they introduce the more open world aspect of the game here. So since I'm rerunning this, in terms of it being the main campaign, this whole world is for us to explore. And each section has its own different arcs and pathways of looping and secrets and goodie bags and all that. Before I do that, though, I need to go to the postmaster. Beautiful. What do I get? Woohoo! Well, that's 260. Well, then, say less. 242. Maybe not. 243. Maybe not. Flat 59. Nope. Flat 60. Nope. Wait. Ooh, 45 on a new gun? Say less. Okay. I could put this in the vault. My Titan is gonna need that later. This one I'll infuse into this gun. This gun is pretty neat. It's like the adjudicator that I have. Now, you know what? This is what we call the gearing up episode. Now that we know what we're up to, let's look at what we got. Giver's Blessing. This is actually good. Auto rifle. I could put on the bow for now. And then this one, last Thursday, is actually a decent roll. Rapid Hit Headseeker. This is a PvP roll at its best. Do I need to worry about build crafting? Not really, we're here for the fun of it. But since I am running Strand... Let's see, do I have any other fun guns in my vault that I can upgrade and add to this madness? I do have another version of it. Hoo-hoo. You know what? I can make this work. Cool. We'll hold on to that for now. Gloves. Okay, so I could scrap this. Scrap this. Bonds. Restore bond. Yep. Because later, I'm going to have to rerun this campaign again with all the missions on Mythic. So I can get some higher level gear. But at that point, you're not playing again for the story. You're playing again to go through the gauntlet of each mission that you went through. So, the difference about Destiny being a more MMORPG-esque game is that the way you go back and replay the story moments, right? You go back through them, basically remixed, reattuned at a higher level. Meaning, you might want some of the fun armors that are a little boosted. If you ran it once already on one character, all drops will drop at whatever level your current character, your highest character is. So currently, between all the gear in my inventory, my highest level is 260. So, don't worry about grinding up to the highest level. It's not that hard. Like, just run a couple pinnacles here and there. And set it to a way that you can move through without too much problems against multitude of things. Hold on. Strand is a legitimate enemy type now. I'm going to need to run it that way. Cool. Yes. No. Maybe. Sure, we can run with this loadout for now. You know, I could run this gun. Might as well get the catalyst done for it. Yeah. Yeah. And since I have the skin for it already, I just have a corrupted weapon from this location. There you go. There's the lore bit of it. I don't need to overthink that. Let's see, you're tied Apex. 260 on the arms. Let me put one set of arms away. Or I could just delete one. Damn. Put those away. Must I love the gloves of Hamkara. It's just too good. I need to level up all my stuff. Cool. 261. Let's put it on my T-Sec bond, Tech-Sec bond. So that's leveled up for later. Cool. So that's just so I can have other gear. I could just scrap this, honestly. I don't need this thing. But I do want to see my stats at least reflective of where I am currently standing power-wise in-game. As for this should be fine. No, it's not. Okay. Let's reset this. Anti-barrier, unstoppable overload. This one. Maybe not that one. Woven mail. That. Refresh threads. Cool. Strand to tangle. Yep. No champions. Elemental pickup. Scavenger. All scavenger mods are discounted. Why not? Radiant shrapnel. Well. Okay. This could work. I am using a lot of strand. Let's make this work. Cool. One loadout. Oh. Let's take a second to just...
Hello? This is Lodi. Ms. Ray said you received my distress call. Ms. Ray asked that I contact the little Sputnik to work with you both on next steps.
Sputnik?
Is there something I should call you? Apart from Guardians, of course.
This is the Guardian. You can call them Guardian, thank you. I am called Ghost.
Pleasure to be working with you, Mr. Ghost. The Ionians are in less dire straits now, but if anything triggers the singularity, we risk losing the planetoid. Between a black hole on one side and the Archon on the other, the locals had no choice but to seal their settlement. They've been trying to track down that capsule you picked up for ages. Head to the big mechanism at the center of the village. The Ionians call it the Altar of Relativity.
Guardian, the trail we followed here to this planetoid is the strongest through that mechanism.
The singularity must be beyond there. Contained thanks to the Ionians. If Drifter's right, the source of our invitation and the source of the singularity are one and the same. I think the 9 are here. Keep this to yourselves for the moment. Our top priority is stabilizing this planetoid, unless the 9 plan to interfere. They're not a concern.
Lodi, we're at the altar.
Mr. Ghost, this is Lodi. Excellent. Go ahead and drink the contents.
Drink?
No, that can't be right. You do not want to do that. Just say again, do not drink the dark matter in that container. Pour the contents into the mechanism. Hold on, I was provided a diagram. I am so sorry. Ionian verbs change based on the size and shape of the container. I'm still getting a hang of the beverage cutoff. Seems to be somewhere around 2 liters. Anyways, the canister contents need to get poured into the mechanism, and all you need to do is drop it in.
The Altar of Relativity appears to be a relic of a bygone era, a jump drive converted from pre-Golden Age technology. It's been damaged and repaired with components that are obviously straining to contain the forces surging inside. Ghost remarks, Singularity stabilizers likely aren't an off-the-shelf item. The Ionians have been extremely clever and resourceful in assembling this complex device. Despite the relative lack of resources, still, the altar is definitely unstable. Strange that capsules appear to be the only method of effectively stabilizing the altar, and by extension, the singularity. Meet Rebecca, Dean of the Ionians. Lodi wants you to meet the Dean of the Ionian settlement, Rebecca. She should be able to provide more information about where you can find more Strangelet capsules.
Guardian, Mr. Ghost, allow me to introduce you to Dean Rebecca, leader of the Ionians.
Dean Rebecca. I've never heard the name Dean. It's beautiful.
Well, the Ionians use a sort of academic hierarchy from what I can tell. And wait, you've never heard the title Dean before?
No. Is it an Ionian name?
No, they use it as a mark of high status here. Oh, and so you know, they haven't seen other humans in centuries. Be patient with them. Our presence here is tremendously significant.
Ghost. Ghost, buddy. Ghost, buddy, oh pal. Go, guy, ghost, ghost. Ghost, please. Please, ghost. As an academic, please. You hear the stranger speak but cannot understand. At the bottom of her helmet, you hear a tear fall to her tunic. You see a tear fall to her tunic. You can't understand her, but know it is the universal language of prayer. She gestures to the distance, an influx of Vex, and from her intonation, you infer Vex's mind threatens her settlement.
Translating what I can, the Dean's honored to encounter the first new humans in centuries. She says the Ionians' deity, the thing they call the Holy Anomaly, is on the other side of the altar, threatened by the Singularity. The capsule we put into the altar stabilizes rings of the lock to keep the Singularity contained. It's a collection of dark matter she called a strangelet. You'll need to get through the lock if you want to find out what's on the other side. We'll need your muscle, Guardian.
So Lodi, tell me more about how you got here. The more we know, the better chance we can find a solution.
All I know is I woke up here 4 weeks ago in a singed suit. I don't remember how I got here. I know I'm from Earth. I remember my family, but not much else.
That sounds like how a light bearer would wake up, but you don't have a ghost.
No, I'm alive. I mean, you probably know more about this place than I do. But I do remember hearing Guardians have a complicated relationship with memory. Is there any truth to that?
That's a fairly common question. Guardians forget who we were before our first resurrection. We forget in exchange for the light.
Shame. Feels cruel.
Alright. So now we know a little bit more about Lodi in that way. He too has come here through mysterious means. Also, I do love that I got to play Gambit like that again. So funny enough, I was thinking about it during my time in Destiny, during Season of the Drifter. My Warlock was the collector. So in Gambit there were Gambit Prime, there were 4 different playstyles you could choose from. Invader, Sentinel, Reaper, and Invader. Wait, did I already say Invader? And Collector, my bad. So Collector, we would actually just we would stack up as many motes as we can and then dunk it. And then we would like send in like an extra large blocker on the field. For those that do and have played Gambit, let me know if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was nice that they brought that mechanic in, because it works well with the Vex, honestly. The Dean looks at you with curiosity, then recognition. You return with newfound understanding. Our languages converge. I am filled with delight and questions. There's so much I wish to know about the world we left behind. But first, the world we inhabited is now troubled, and our altar's connection to the holy anomaly is disrupted. It is a signal that calls for your answer.
Drifter, you brought them my message, capsized. Find my frequency. I'm not Neon.
No way. Orin. Neon. Orin, what happened to you? I thought you were locked in as the Nine's errand runner. You were gone.
Yes, but my memory is a mess. It's all vetiver. Oh, damn it. Rig transponder. You can pinpoint my location.
Okay, I'll cut that recording short. That's a solid 30 minutes. So yeah, immediately, to pick up on the next point, we have been called upon by the emissary of the Nine, Orin, old friend to a friend of ours. Let's go find her.
The hell, Orin? Why do you sound like you ate a dream journal?
Petrichor. Damn it. I am not adjusting to linear time well. I am no longer emissary. I quit.
You quit? Thought you'd ascended or something. Become a higher being. I didn't know you could quit being emissary.
Me either. But with the right motivation, anything is starlight. You'd be proud. I'm molted.
Oh, I have to know what you mean by molted.
Exactly what it sounds like. I wanted my body back. I wanted my will back.
We gotta find her. She only just found shoes, for Pete's sake. Got your location, Orin. Never thought I'd hear from you again.
Scrambled eggs. I meant to deliver a message, but can't remember what it is. I know the 9 will need a replacement emissary. They will not find one nearby on the X-axis. They will need to search a millennia up and down the Y.
My message found you. I'm Orin, once a Guardian, like you. When I last reached out to the Vanguard, I warned you of the 9's fallibility. The results of that fallibility are in play now, I think. You will fix it, but how isn't clear. Everything I knew is scattered. My will cleaved from service and rough-hewn clay. It wasn't bloodless. But I know I chose this for a reason. I did. In my memory, when I touch my hand to the moment, I am overcome with dissonance, and another shape, buried in noise, assuming my place. I must speak sharpness to the drifter. A tint on knowledge held, but still unknown. I'll need your help hunting down the fate that brought us here.
So, Orin, you quit and now you're just here?
Mitosis. Annoying you had to see me like this now. Scrambled eggs and someone else's shoes. How have you been?
Oh, busy. Feet planted on the ground more often than not. Seeing someone new these days.
Oh, good. Good for you. Can't say the same. I've been too busy corralling my electrons. Who are you seeing?
It's, Eris Morn.
You have a type, Drifter. I'm happy for you both. Really.
It's okay. I love that so much. I love that so much that, like, just two friends catching up. That's just Oh, that's so good. That was really good. Thank you, Bungie. Thank you, writing team. I appreciate that. As you access the interference, it melds with Rosetta, speaking words from an Ionian into your inner voice. Anomaly blessed, I am Rojan, the Altar's technician, and the one honored to deliver what help we can. We offer, in awe, our findings to aid you, should you see it fit. Your impressive drone will receive actionable data to locate strangelet capsules, and use the Altar's relativistic connection with them as a cipher to pass into the cordoned regions of Kepler. With our current integrations and research, you'll gain access to a central academy and the Exiles Accord. There is a brief pause as Ghost accepts the data transmission. Most gracious, Anomaly blessed, transfer commencing. We shall continue our research into the other stolen strangelets. With further integrations, the remaining capsules will increase synchronicity with the Altar and allow us to impose a shifted perspective that ignores the cordons by our observation of the strangelet beyond them. It is a delicate alignment, but efforts can only improve through iteration. So to kind of translate what we just said there, think of it as like we're looking at a telescope and we're kind of calibrating it so that way it's not as fuzzy. That's kind of what we're doing here. So that way we can walk into that plane. Is what they're talking about. So, we got some strangelet capsules to go find. Might as well get it done while we're out here. Hold on. That's why the world was too easy. If we're doing this on Legendary. We want that gear. We need that gear. Let's see, should we go to the Ionian campus first, or the Cartilage Divide? Let's deal with the Vex first this time around. We already done, like, the first time we did this as my hunter, we went southbound. Also, there's some characters we can meet too while we're here. Aha! Kielsk. The inscrutable Elixni wears exile colors and eyes you warily with distrust. Peaceful exiles are few and far between, but he appears to be one. You cannot discern the intent behind his insect-like chittering, and he makes no attempt to clarify for your benefit. Well done, Guardians. Is there anyone else I could talk to here? Hello. Let's clean the postmaster, because we always got to clean the postmaster. 261. Ooh. Sympathetic arsenal precision instrument. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Wait. Oh. No, it's fine. I'm averaging 260 stuff. It's not gonna drop higher yet. Let's do it. Actually, you know what? As we're walking away there, I do want to talk about this. This is nice. I have always loved the random world fighting situation where the enemies are just duking it out in the middle. Venus, I always talked about as is my favorite location in all of Destiny. And coming here really feels like it, where it's like a nice barren desert with a lush jungle hidden away inside of it. But now it's like a weird mycelioid world. Okay. Let's access the Central Academy now. Alright. Let's go in there. Professor Emeritus of Kepler, retired, but still advising. You are approached by one of the cowled figures. Their fingers reach out and graze your armor with reverence. They speak musically, intently, and their rapid gestures imply urgency and concern. You gather that some scientists are in immediate danger, and that your weapons are needed at the wildlife laboratory. The figure's hand touches your armor, like a talisman, as they beseech you for help.
They're clearly very upset, and I don't blame them. Abduction is terrifying. I still haven't been able to suss out why talks with the exiles went south. I mean, these are poor circumstances for negotiation.
The readings on Kepler are still spiking. The singularity is still a threat. We'll need the Ionians' help if we want to open that lock.
That's just as many researchers as the Emeritus said there would be. Didn't lose anyone. That's a relief.
I wonder if you might shed some light on something while we're still learning the language. This settlement is obviously well established, over decades if not centuries, but I see little in the way of weapon emplacements or true fortifications. Has there been no conflict all that time?
That's the gist I'm getting. The Vex are new, and the Elixni, well, they used to have a working trade relationship. Armed conflict is new for the locals.
I really appreciate that note. Like, it's a truly pragmatic space in that they're researching for researching's sake. I love that about, like, technocrat societies. Alright, let's beat down the chicken. Oh, this is a bad idea. Nice, we got it. Time lost spirit bloom. Nice. Emeritus. Ah, by the golden ratio, thank you for your return. The singularity remains stalled, and no Ionian was harmed. The Emeritus clasps your hand in thanks. The next thing we must be worried about is our food supply, making sure that we can maintain our resources. They had something about food. You're sure it's food, but the overall tone of the conversation does not seem to be about dinner. I will send the coordinates to your ghost. They want you to save their agricultural center from an attack.
You got my favorite thank you! Nice work, Guardian. You reunited the Ionians with their loved ones.
The scale of this problem concerns me. Our forces aren't so robust as to defend this whole settlement indefinitely, and defense is fruitless if we can't stabilize the singularity. We just discovered a lost colony. This discovery changes how we see our own system. How many others are out there?
Guardian, someone's on the line.
You've made great strides in communicating with the Ionians. We've learned their language has multiple origins. Little wonder it needs such effort. Understanding comes not a moment too soon. Between the Elixni and the Vex, the situation here is unstable. And we have so much to learn from them. I followed your example in translating. Script first, then words. These notes you recovered, unbelievable. The advances this outlines in gravitational manipulation, without the light. And that's only one thesis. I hope some of them at least will be amenable to returning to Earth. We cannot lose this connection. We simply can't.
The destructive activity in the agricultural zone is reading as Vex. They're the ones attacking the food supply.
Stop me if this one is obvious, but do Vex need to eat?
Not in any fashion we'd recognize.
Sounds like an empty life. Then this is just sabotage against the Ionians.
As if they weren't facing enough. The Nine, the Vex, and a singularity ripping the planet apart. That's too obvious a coincidence to ignore.
The Nine what?
Simply the Nine. They exist outside of time as far as we understand it. Difficult to confirm on the best of days.
That Vex looks like it's protecting something. Guardian, watch out.
The Vex tended to just let me pass on by before you showed up.
Excuse me? The Vex ignored you.
Guess they didn't see me as a threat. What can I say? I have a friendly face.
Lodi, how are you so adept with the Ionians' language? You said you've been here a few weeks, at best.
Oh, I was made for this. I'm a translator. I especially love languages I've never heard before.
There's the Vex. There's the Vex. I hate it when they do that. Guardian, let's redirect and get that shield down.
Alright, that one's on me. Cool. Let's focus on the strategy here. So for everyone that's that's new and want to get through some of these bosses, some of the best ways to get through them is to actually take out all the ads first. And then you can focus on the boss. Especially if you're running solo. So, keep in mind, Arc is going to be your best friend here. Make good use of that Matter Spark. Void's going to help you out in being able to dish out a lot of damage against the Minotaurs. We recommend using Third Iteration. It is available to you on the Rewards Pass. If you don't have the DLC, when you do get the DLC, if you don't get the Season Pass, you do get it later on. So if you do want to run some Fireteam ops, or just PvP before you want to jump into the story, this is going to be like the one gun that'll carry you all the way through. Especially with a lot of the buffs that we do have available to us. I can scrap that. Yeah. For me, since I'm doing a Strand Warlock build, Threadlings all the way, so I make sure all my weapons have some hatchling capabilities. In this case, I'm using that Rageous Fortune that I got during the Solstice, because why not? Grenade launchers are fun, and it helps clear out a wave of enemies. Deals plenty of damage too. So full court, since I'm always airborne, I'm going from downtown. You've seen my Helldivers gameplay. I will arc those shots. On the artifact, ideally I would be doing something with Radiant Shrapnel. That's how it would have been had I worked it. Sustained weapon damage while radiant or defeating scorched combatant with a weapon that causes the target to release solar projectiles. Well, I could get radiant with that, can't I? Cures. I think I gotta use a healing rift here. That might be my best bet here. Tangle spawn threadlings. Using the ability powers the other two. Yes. I guess in this case... There we go. Put some solar resistance on. Again, I'm a lot more melee focused. But I don't know why I'm not doing that. That's much better. I don't need to worry about that. There we go. Much better. Solar strand. Yeah, that should do it. Especially since I don't have to worry about special ammo either. Alright. Let's try it out. Rally up.
There's the Vex.
There we go. There we go. As a Warlock. There we go. One.
I hate it when they do that. Guardian, let's redirect and get that shield down.
Oh, well, there I go. Rip my prismatic. Rip my prismatic. That's on me. That's on me. Oh. Alright,
there's
I'm
the
gonna have to
Vex.
build that. Nice. You know what? I could aura farm this boss. Why not? There we go. Bam.
I hate it when they do that. Guardian, let's redirect and get that shield down.
Yes. Oh, we're going on the right side this time. Okay. There we go. Well, there's a lot of different ways you can go about this. I prefer this jump right here. If you're crazy, you can try taking them on the pipes, but that's just the easier way. You got coverage that way. Alright. Where's the hole? There it is. Oh, that's the boss. Lovely. Well, that's the boss. Lovely. Got it.
Guardian, we should take a scan of that drive. See if there's any data stuck offline the Ionians need.
It's incredible. Terms I recognize mapped to advanced concepts, prefixes and suffixes as used in agricultural science. We can use this. Let me do some analyzing, but this is a huge missing piece to understanding the Ionians.
Under the circumstances, what keeps the Ionians here? We could begin evacuation proceedings. They would be safe back on Earth.
But they wouldn't be home. They could take a piece of Kepler with them, sure, but it's not the same.
Homes can be replaced, but lives can't.
The Ionians might feel differently about that. This place is sacred to them. The universe determined they belong here. Singularity or not, we can't tell people to pack up and leave yet. Not without helping people who've been stranded from the rest of humanity.
Agreed. No one's leaving until we learn more. Lodi, those Vex. You need to know who controls them. Her name is Maya, the Conductor. She was human once.
What's her objective?
On the surface, to return our current time to a more prosperous one. But her true motive is to reunite with her spouse.
Neither of those sound particularly sinister, but I take it it's what she's willing to do to achieve that goal.
Maya has an ability. She can control whoever she pleases. She's commanding the Vex, a normally leaderless faction, and she's even taken hold of our allies to turn them against us. If she's here, she can do anything to get what she wants.
Alright. I think that's a good point for that recording. Now we know that Maya is here, that we're not only facing a mysterious fight against the Elixni, but against the Vex, with someone who has powers capable of matching our own. So, I'm going to end that recording here, start a new one. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Okay. Give me one moment to catch my breath, because my room is getting warm. So, let me run a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. am back. Alright, streaming for almost 5.5 hours now, so I think this should be good enough. After this, like, next 2-ish missions should be a good stopping point for the Tuesday Takeover stream. Yeah, I think this will be good for Destiny Tuesday. Worth of stuff. Because, I don't know, for everyone tuning in for the first time, hello everybody. My name is Shadow. I am your resident time-traveling interdimensional mercenary, here to help out on whatever digital front lines are on. So, for those of you that are new here, welcome. We're playing Destiny 2, Edge of Fate. We're going back through the story as my Warlock, my powerful master of the arts of light and dark. Inquisitor of the Vanguard, chosen of the Nine. So yes. So previously, as we've come to know, we have arrived on Kepler. There's another civilization of humans here, known as the Ionians. Lodi is our translator, and Ikora is our commander, here to help us out. All in the pursuit of knowledge of the singularity. We have our old friends, the Vex, and our old friends, the Elixni. Maya Sundaresh and her crew of the Vex have arrived to threaten the populace. Meanwhile, there is a fanatical leader amongst the House of Exile. Yes, the Archon, so to speak. So, let's see how this story plays out. Yes? Finally, some moments of peace. Thank you for your assistance, Anomaly Blessed. A strange-lit capsule is almost certainly near. Before all of this, we built the lock as an altar. A visual ritual has been sealed from us. But is living without our practice truly a living? The altar of relativity led to a place where it was easiest to detect the holy anomaly. We would even bring our exile friends with us to worship. Please, Anomaly Blessed, pass through and stabilize our holy site. Speak with the Dean Rebecca in the Ionian campus. Oh! She's right here. The Dean was right here the whole time. Alright. Hello, Dean. Anomaly Blessed. Anomaly Blessed, I have an urgent request of you. The exiles have occupied our holy progenitor ship. The energy readings match hazardous explosive material. The ship's remnants still have fuel cells. If they explode, it could vaporize the settlement. Why is the Archon making things worse? It is an inflammatory attack by a friend lost in madness. He urges the singularity onwards and lights fires to encourage the flames to rise. We all would prefer not to sublimate. Go. Now. Please. Okay. Meaning he's setting fire to everything. That's what's happening here.
I know. The exiles have gotten into the, progenitor ship.
It's the remnants of the colony ship they arrived in. Any vibrational disruption could dislodge the lock and speed the singularity's growth.
We'd better move fast. Someone once told me that a shuttle quarter that size can go up like a bomb.
The ship the Elixni have taken over. You're saying it's the very one the Ionians came here in?
Part of it, anyway. What's left. They converted it to a permanent emplacement, but they still call it the progenitor ship. The mother of the Ionians. It's the source of all their tools. They put a little piece in every building. Every scientist gets a shot of the hull when they graduate. If the ship goes up, there's a lot the Ionians can't do. Do you have any experience with bomb disposal?
We've handled plenty of mines before. This shouldn't be a problem.
This style of ship is quite old. Even with only this much left, it's incredible. I haven't seen anything like it. The material could have been affected by the time anomaly here. That could account for the relatively good condition.
As a frame of reference, how old would you say it is compared to your ships?
Easily hundreds of years.
Oh.
That equipment sure looks Elixni. Let's see if we can tease it free. An exile captain? We must be doing some real damage if they're deploying like this.
Guardian, the mines. If even one of them goes off, it threatens the entire material supply for the settlement.
Okay,
That equipment sure looks Elixni. Let's see if we can tease it free.
let's run it back.
An exile captain? We must be doing some real damage if they're deploying like this.
Oh no. Come on. Uh-oh. Cool. And I just gotta collect the notes. Made a bunch of them. Maybe some arc resistance would be better. Ooh. 5. Man, I made so many notes earlier. There we go.
Guardian, the mines. If even one of them goes off, it threatens the entire material supply for the settlement. Come on. That should do it. No more anomalous energy signatures. Good work, Guardian. The Ionians are safe because of you.
We haven't put a scratch on the House of Exile. The Ionians say the Archon's only out to speed up the Singularity's growth. He's just gonna throw more gas on the fire.
The Guardian will be able to stabilize the Singularity once we get through. There are too many problems, and all of them are connected.
You have no idea.
Unless you have any ideas, then we have to consider evacuation. Reunification with humanity. After centuries apart.
Centuries? No. No, them coming to Earth would be existentially disorienting.
Lodi, please don't mistake me. This is the Ionians' home. We have to believe there's a way for them to return safely.
And what if there isn't?
Ah, hello again, Anomaly Blessed. Your help has been truly invaluable in maintaining what we can. Every inch is appreciated. Delightful news. Dean Rebecca has information regarding the discovered Strangelet capsule. Has she explained what they do? Each ring of the Altar of Relativity is chronologically stabilized to prevent any upper dimensional damage from leaking out. Don't worry, when all are in, you'll be able to pass through without your matter smearing across time streams. Thank you, Anomaly Blessed. In addition to practical matter of not vaporizing, the site you defended holds sentimental and sacred value to us all. Our important site is threatened. We appeal to the voices of the Nine, Lodi and Orin, future and past. Bodies beyond matter and sight, beyond linearity. And you, Anomaly Blessed, fate ordains you help us protect our graduation. Please remove the Vex and whatever or whomever drives them from the site of the graduation defense ritual. I'll include data on how to access the area.
They found you so fast. My name is Orin. My name was Nasan R. Was Nasya Sawa. What do you call yourself, stranger?
Lodi, pleasure. Miss Orin, do you know something about who brought me here?
I know you will be elected to become something impossible. Your molecules have already volunteered.
I'm sorry, my molecules?
I was the emissary as you are, and will become the same. I quit, and it left me transmuted. I think if I can help you adjust, I can reclaim my mind.
Emissary for who?
The beings in your dreams.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can you fight?
Persimmon! Oh, yes. Lodi, you can help. Can you see down the Valley of Time? 2 minutes ahead.
I am very sorry, ma'am, but I do not know what you're saying.
Take your time, Orin. Guardian, draw out Maya's Vex. The Vex signals Dean Rebecca provided are cloaked. Something's not right. Vex outposts are usually interlinked. Take these ones down first, and it will weaken the others in hiding.
Here's the Vex Ikora was talking about. Clear up the signals in the area, and bam! We have the location on a bigger boss. And we can use that one to get to the biggest boss. Let's go. So, we think there's a Strangelet capsule at the ritual site Dean Rebecca told us about. Do you think it was there all along?
It's possible. The way the Ionians talk about dark matter, like even elementary particles of the universe contain the spirit in their way.
The capsule is better this way. It's fading for me, but I hear the singularity as well, in the distance.
Like a groan. You hear it too?
As we've been speaking with the Ionians and moving through their settlement, I've been constructing a theory. It needs work, but the nascent form is this. After the collapse, few people were leaving Earth. More recently, we would notice. And the Ionians are truly humans. I think they must have come here during the Golden Age. Maybe even before.
You keep saying that word. Collapse? I've never heard the Ionians say Golden Age or anything like it, but they've mentioned a span of time that was good. Better? Could be it.
Alright, really quick, in terms of fight arenas, that was an okay one. That was pretty tight. A lot of the splash damage.
Lodi, you said your vocation was translating. Now that you've added the Ionians to your repertoire, how many do you speak?
Fluently 4, passively 9, only written 2. Not many folks to speak them with these days. I grew up speaking 3 at home. I've learned the others in school. Here and there, anyone who would teach me. Those 2 written ones, maybe I can learn how to pronounce them. The Ionians were overwhelmingly kind when I arrived. They'd never seen anyone they didn't recognize.
More than that, the Ionians are the only ones who know anything meaningful about what's beyond the altar, and are willing to speak to us about it.
How do we protect them? They can't stay like this, but they can't go either.
Your continued interference has been noticed.
The Conductor. Even out here, anyone who stands in the way of restoring your new Golden Age ends up trampled. You're here to make things worse.
Am I? I understand our designs for the future seem mutually exclusive to you, but I have ignored the Guardians since Nessus.
What power does this Maya bear? It's hives and nausea. Whatever paracausality she wields is fundamentally rule-breaking.
You chase a villain of your own imagination. My goals are not against you. They are above you. Now, leave us.
She's still going to throw everything she has to get us out of the way. Gate Lord incoming!
Okay. That's the way it's gonna be, huh? I'm about to max out triple void resistance. That's gonna be the big play here. 261. That's only a level 1 robe anyways, that's fine. There we go. Cool. That's the one big change we're gonna need for that.
She's still going to throw everything she has to get us out of the way. Gate Lord incoming!
Yep. It's definitely Venus. So back in Destiny 1, we had a very similar situation happen here, where we were tasked with finding the Eye of a Gate Lord, which is one of those things. And what those things do is they make sure that portal stays safe. And that's what goes into the Vex network. So many of you. That's really neat. Bam. Go. Hey, buddy. Nice. Oh, no. That's nice. Cool. I'll wait till I'm healed. In a way of putting it, if my Warlock is a mage, or the magic class, I'm playing it more like a black mage, rather than like a red mage or a white mage. I'm focused about dealing some fat stacks of damage while cleaning a room. Like this. Sustain and control. That's what I'd say is my combat forte. There we go. Oh, they sent in some tougher Minotaurs. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, the big one you're going to want to do is master your movement in Matter Spark. The hardest part is, I know the music is louder than I am right now. I can't do anything about that at the moment. that mini boss burns. I could have committed and rolled across, but it's okay. I'd rather have the backstep instead of getting knocked out. Nice. So remember, just keep bounce boosting your way through. Take cover. And you should be set to go. Stands here and now. Let's fight.
So, Maya wants to return us to the Golden Age. The Ionians haven't talked about it. When was the Golden Age?
It ended centuries ago. There's reason to suspect the Ionian ancestors arrived before it began. Imagine watching the world end from the edge of the system.
What world?
Earth.
When?
What do you mean, when?
I mean, what do you mean the world ended?
There is no way you don't know.
Stop.
How long ago?
How long?
When did the world end?
So many records were wiped out. We don't have an exact number. Hundreds of years ago.
Gone. Are you kidding me? Just like that? There was an apocalypse, and it's ancient history, and that's it. I mean, didn't someone think that to etch a date in a stone or something helpful? There's no time capsules, no bunkers, just gone?
And I can't undo any of it.
Lodi. That would have never been possible. Surely you know this.
No. I don't know.
You're not the first person to wake up lost. I'll tell you what I tell the others. The Golden Age rose, and fell, and then so did the Dark Age. There were few of us then, and survival barely eked out. But we did. Humans live. We built a city. In time, there will be more.
There were hundreds.
I know. Can you tell me what you do remember?
What does it matter now? I'm sorry. I was... sorry.
It's such a simple question, but I know. I remember stars.
I used to drive out into the country to see them. As bright as they were hundreds of years ago. Oh, always used to take my breath away. Just looking up, realizing all over again how much more was out there that nobody saw. I guess the stars aren't such a wonder anymore. Out here.
There are still mysteries.
Their identity is so tied to this place, to this work. I wonder if they would be happy if we evacuated them to the city. To take them away from it would be the same as if we left Soul and the Traveler behind. Our purpose becomes null.
I need a little Eric. Guardian, come find me in the temple.
So it seems as though...
Lodi, are you there? Everything okay?
No. I can't go back. How long ago was the collapse? Were any of you there?
No one alive was there. We can still see skyscrapers.
What cities?
None. The collapse was centuries ago, Lodi.
This is bad. This is extremely bad.
Lodi?
Just put the damn thing in the thing. I need to figure out how to word this. God! Just my luck. Of course it's broken.
Check outside. There might be another. If we can't get through, we're never going to reach the anomaly.
This is very, very bad. I could handle abduction, but this, I'm imperiled. I can't return. I have to abandon Odysseus protocol. Guardian, can you get everyone on comms?
What's going on?
I want you all to know, at once, that I sincerely apologize. I withheld the nature of my arrival. It was for the sake of the place I'm in service to. My people protect many secrets, but now it's clear I'm too imperiled to continue this deception. I've concluded I'm in deep shit. Miss Ray, you explained how Guardians used to be just people who died and then were reborn. You said they forgot everything about their old lives. Maybe part of you knows you can believe me.
Out with it, Lodi.
My people and I discovered a signal in deep space which connected to an object we found under our city. It brought me here. All the way from the space age before the collapse. I'm from the past.
How?
I picked up a phone.
I felt the ringing more than I heard it.
when and where doesn't matter anymore. It's all gone. What does matter is that the unknown was calling. Long distance. I knew if I didn't pick up that phone, I'd regret it for the rest of my life. But whatever was on the other end wasn't chatty. Reached out, pulled me through time and space. I should have been afraid. Because it was one horror show after the next. I was skipping around like a needle across the record, jumping from track to track as if my will was not my own. But I wasn't afraid. Not of death, not of aliens, not of whatever this was.
Only the Vex have come close to time travel, but not like this.
Can you go back?
Not as Neon.
Orin's right. I don't think I can now.
You could have told us at any time. Why conceal the truth?
Protocol, I didn't know if I could trust you. In my time, I worked for an organization called the Department of External Observation. The DEO was trying to make contact with extraterrestrials, so we had protocol to follow in the event of abduction. That protocol meant concealing who I was and where I was from to keep my people safe, but they're all gone. I'm alone, and I need help.
Hell of a trip you hitchhiked. Sheesh. I've got a drink if you need one, kid.
Alright. I think that's a great stopping point right there. So, now we know that Lodi is not from our time. Well, he is from our timeline, but not from our era. Well before the time of the Guardians, well before the time of the Collapse, well before the time of the Traveler. So, let's see how this mystery unfolds next time, on next stream, on next Destiny Tuesday, on the next 2uesday Takeover. Most likely, after playing the Battlefield 6 beta, join us for Battlefield 2040 Tuesday next week. But, until then, if you want to see more of this, you know what to do, and we will catch you all in the next one. So, that is going to be the plan. Tomorrow is going to be Warhammer Wednesday. I'm going to keep the weekend open pretty clear for now. Going to leave the rest as kind of just some work time on my other projects. I am slowly coming out of hiatus. I am considering creating a separate channel just for VTubing, but honestly, let me know in the comment section below how you feel about how we've been formatting this as either VTubers, Let's Players, what have you. What do you guys like about my streams? What do you guys like about my videos and recordings? How does my... How do I don't know. How am I doing? How do you think I'm doing? I would like some feedback. But for now, until then, you know, like I said, we're just gonna keep working at it. We're gonna keep doing our best at figuring it out, and go from there. But I hope it's good enough for y'all. I'm doing my best, and I like how it's. I'm okay with how it's turning out. I want to do better, but we will have to wait for now. Oh, cool! I can restore all my pages now. OBS was crashing out because of I was trying to record at the same time as I was streaming and playing games. Helldivers really took a lot out of the system. I'm going to wrap up the YouTube stream soon. No, I'll close the YouTube stream in a second. But yeah, hold on. There we go. Screenshots, you know. Gotta get the thumbnail of the next week thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's go with that. I've been getting a lot of I have a lot of footage I have recorded. I have a lot of footage I have recorded. And I have a lot of footage I have recorded. And I have a lot of footage I barely uploaded. Oh. So, if there's anything from the streams you'd like to see archived, or just brought over, I'm considering starting a new VTubing channel officially called Let's Play with Shadow Wolf Gaming, or Let's Play with Shadow Wolf 82, something like that. Something that actually shows, like, one's the journalism, and then one's the actual just me running the program, like running actually just being me as a streamer. You know what I mean? Like, whereas if I stream on this one, I want to treat it like a professional, like, news outlet source kind of thing to let you know like what's happening in gaming. But then the other one to just actually just kind of be me and hang out kind of thing. I hope that makes sense, but still keep Shadow Wolf 82 as like its own thing on Twitch. Now where is my... Uh-oh. Oh, baby. Don't do this to me now. The music is fantastic. Who is online right now that I can go raid? Oh really? Still? Dang. Alright. There we go. Okay. Okay, cool. I did manage to save all my windows. Awesome. Well... let me see. Who can we raid? Nightmare. You know, I think I can go raid this person. Gonna raid someone familiar, someone new, someone I follow. Let me try reading at the Cyrus first. If I can, I can. And then if I can't, I will pass on over to Psychic Refugee. I wanna support the homies. /raid Cyrus _Tempest. She's playing some of the finals right now. Oh, we can. Okay, cool, sweet. It's a legendary Shadow Raid. Alright, cool. That's gonna be our raid message. Feel free to copy this. Bam. Cool. Alright, we're gonna send some love to the fam. And, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Wherever you are in the world, have a beautiful day or a beautiful night. And until next stream, this has been Shadow of Gaming, signing out. Thank you again, Purity, for playing. And thank you, Taco, for coming through too. Alright, cool. I got it copied. Control C. Bam.